Gearing up for a big season at Stanford. Runner goes, throttling and bubbling over at first base. Truscott had thrown over a pair of times. He got a great jump. And an easy stolen base in the end for the New South Wales leadoff man. Pretty good throw down from Cameron Barr, but base was stolen off the pitcher. A base hit can give New South Wales an early lead here in the first. Next to Lane, off the end of the bat into right center. There's a base hit. Malcoon on his way to third. He'll be held up. It's a good throw, comes in from Calverley in right field. But a good start for New South Wales. A walk and a base hit, and they've got men at the corners with nobody out.
I think with such a strong team, especially with most of these kids coming out of the under-16s last year, to get some runs on the board here early and get a bit of confidence about them, playing in the senior age group at AYC is really going to be important leading into the back half of the tournament.
Two really good at-bats. The two men at the top of the order. Malcoon to draw the leadoff walk, and Christian Lane, really good piece of hitting to the right side of the infield. I sound much taller than I am. At least that's what people tell me. I'm certainly not eyeballing most of these 18-year-olds. 1-1, 1-2, rather good pitch. I think we'll put the magnifying glass on Australia a little bit more. Here's a base hit through the left side off the bat of Lachlan West. One-out single. And New South Wales have their first base runner of this second inning. But the reciprocal of that is also true, because not only do scouts now see, okay, right, a number one overall pick has come out of Australia. And in all honesty, when Travis was this age group, there was nothing that necessarily tipped you off that he was going to be a number one overall pick in a major league draft. He needed to go to college. He needed those 3 years at Oregon State to blossom and really grow. 1-1. Runner goes. This one bounced toward Nati. Snow cones in at third base. The throw across in time. And Samakawa, who had put himself in motion prior to the swing, kept himself out of a force-out situation. Good play by Nati for the first out here in the second inning. Play back in order. 16's age group to 18's it's night and day. It's a completely different ball game 2 years later in life. Runner goes. This one swung out and missed. Oh, it was tapped into the glove. It looked like it was caught. So it was indeed tapped into the mid. So it'll be strike three for Williams. Calverley is given second base. Damian Wilson again. 1-2 pitch. On the ground right side, Cavill to his left on to first base. And another lengthy inning. It comes to a close. Oh, and they have it picked off here. Throw down to second base is in time. Golding just caught in between with a big lead there at first base. He was just caught flat-footed. No, he was going. He was going on the first movement, wasn't he? Really good work there by Trainer. It's so tough to do against a left-hander. Nice work by Trainer. Not trying to do too much. Easy throw down to first base, and Cuthbert was able to. Was thrown at 903s. Keep that in mind. There's a bouncing ball left side. Nati, where does he go? He comes home, and the tag applied on Caleb's score. The runner was going on contact, and Nati recognizing that, fields, and they get the out at home. New South Wales catches a break. You just see score sort of break as soon as the ball was hit. He was in two minds, wasn't he? Sort of retreated initially. Don't know that it would have mattered. Nati was able to get him in plenty of time. And New South Wales hit their second out of the inning. WA on the base paths. There's much that WA has done well so far in this ball game. They've run themselves into a couple of outs. Some way, some shape, form, or fashion, baseball is played at those facilities. Here's a liner left side. Good effort there by Nesbitt, but it gets by him. And Ashton Kennedy is his first base hit of the tournament. A one-out single here in the fourth inning.
You're playing off schoolboy baseball here in Australia. You're going to end up on a field with a soccer pitch on right field, maybe a cricket pitch in centre field. Not mentioning anywhere, but possibly a shout out to the great Muirfield High School.
Look, there's a lot of ships that I'd go down with you on, Grady, but that's not going to be one of them.
No? Here I was thinking we were friends.
Something in one pitch is hit toward the left side and through the legs of Austin Moyle. Ashton Kennedy's on his way home, and New South Wales score their first of the day on an error. One through the legs of the WA third baseman, and it's 5-1 here in the fourth.
Now we're going to swap out the base runner here. Looks like Frank Clark coming in as a pinch runner.
No RBI for West, but he won't care about that. Puts the ball in play, hard hit to the left side, and gets his team on the board.
I think I'll take that sacrifice.
0-2 pitch on the ground, couple of hops to short. Good pickup by Gruppelar on to first. That's a great play at shortstop. Made that look a whole heck of a lot easier than what it is. And Lenny Golding's retired for the first out here in the fifth inning. This was a great play. In between hops, throws on the run, and it's a bullet to first. That's how you draw it up as a shortstop. Poor, but he's been very, very good. To help set the table for the top of his order. Skies this one into right, should be the inning. Vela is there, makes the catch, and for the first time today, New South Wales retire the side in order. 1-2-3 in the last of the fifth. Only 6 outs to play with, trailing by 4. It's 5-1 as we head to the sixth in Blacktown. It just takes that next level of managerial experience to know how to manage a pitching staff. Ball gets away here, and Vela will head down to second base. Throw was offline from Cameron Barr. New South Wales at the leadoff man in scoring position. Tanner does look to be ready in the WA pen. 3-2 pitch. Hit the opposite way, a base hit. Williams will get it back into the infield quickly. A strong throw home, but the first two have reached, and it's met at the corner. Should nobody out for New South Wales here in the sixth. Lee Moyle is up off of his chair in the WA dugout, and we will see if a pitching change is coming. Nothing imminent right away, and now it does look as though we potentially might get it. Could also just be a meeting atop the mound.
We had talks between innings about how good it was that Bandy had only pitched one and immediately got...
This pushed across this morning has been unearned. 0-1 pitch. Hard hit to second base, could be two. Samakawa, the turn by Nesbitt, the pick at first in time. The pitcher's best friend pops up again for WA, this time 4-6-3. And as talked about, Grady, they will gladly trade the run for a pair of outs. It's now 5-2, but 2 gone, and the base is empty here in the sixth.
Man, this WA infield is just electric. They are seemingly able to swallow everything hit even remotely close to. That's 3 double plays on the day so far. What can't these kids do?
Still no RBI. If you're a little leaguer in the inner west of Sydney, that's the charter you want to play for, historically speaking. Matt O'Neill's done an excellent job with that charter. Here's a chance for Nat-Eye, and a good play by the New South Wales third baseman, but a successful sac bunt by the 3-hole hitter Austin Moore.
I'm talking about obscure field dimensions. Spiritual home of Brighthawks baseball, ELS Hall Park. It's got the left field foul pole where it about 10 foot across from the foul pole. It goes up to 90 foot in the air, jumps right down to about head height. It's one of them.
Hopefully it is fleeting. 2-2 pitch. On the ground, slow roller towards short. The only play for Gruppelar to first. He makes a good one. But WA at a run. Tom Williams does his job, gets the RBI and a ground ball, and it's 6-2. That's been WA all over today. Just doing the job, not trying to do too much. In that situation, you've got to score a run, slowly hit ground ball, no chance to turn two. Brian Fantana fans out there. 1-2 pitch. Waved at and missed. Daniel Thwaites gets the strikeout. Strands a couple on, but Carter. Liner left side, base hit. What a move by Phil Himmer. Pulls Harris off the bench, and he gets himself a pinch hit. And New South Wales very much threatening here in the 7th-day win for WA. The 0-2 to Lane. On the ground, but through for a base hit left side. They will hold Cavill at third base. You don't want to get the second out of the 7th inning at home. And New South Wales will bring the tying run to the plate in the form of the dangerous Josh Nadai here in the top of the 7th.
Dangerous is the correct term here for young Josh Nadai. Just the power that he brings to the plate. He's always in trouble to score. He's always in threat for it.
Certainly not the way that Phil Hemmer drew it up at the beginning of the ball game, but midway through, if you 3-1 pitch. Hammered into right, but right at Calverley, who makes the catch. They'll allow Cavill to score from third base. Swinging on a 3-1 count, Nadai pops out to right field. He does drive in a run, but WA now an out away from a victory on opening day.
That Pac-12 conference that Nadai will be eventually playing himself into, one of the stronger conferences, you'd think, in NCAA Division I baseball.
There's no telling what that conference will look like in 2 years.
Good point. How often teams move in and out. Division I, Senior League, second season playing at that level. Duke swinging massively over the top of one there as Puckett striking out Duke. Seeing another pitch. Striking that one to the opposite field, and it is caught in by Lachlan Vella. Good start for the day for Puckett. Much better, let's say marginally better than the previous starter from game 1.
This ball was scorched to right field as well. That's really good play on the run. Out there by Vella.
Here, gets another life at it. As he sees one, doesn't even bother. Incredible hair.
Flow for days, Mason Mount.
And he, just a bit of a personal note, he's had that level of hair flow for years now as Mason drives on straight up the middle, bouncing off of second base there. Mason rounding first. Excellent start to the second game of the day for New South Wales Metro.
This is what New South Wales needed, the slow start this morning. Took them a while to wake up. By the time they did, they were in the hole 5-0 to WA, but a good start atop the mound for Riley Puckett, and the leadoff man Mason Malcoon sets the table here in the home half. Wonderful for them. They've been able to turn it. They just get the lead man.
Oh, Kennedy just blooping one into shallow right field there. Oh no, that's Kennedy on second, sorry. It would be a Lachlan Vella dripping one to shallow right field.
Yeah, really nice piece of hitting here. We've seen a few balls hit the opposite. Let's sort of hang that right hand over, doesn't it?
Yeah. Lane popping one up to deep left field. Reed tracking it down. Oh! Does he get a glove to it? No, Reed isn't able to get a glove to it. Everyone almost sort of confused here on the base paths as to what's happening. Lane scrambling back to first base. Head first dive in to be safe. Kennedy borderline could have scored there had we have known what was happening.
Oh, well, I think everybody was looking around just waiting for an umpire to make a call here, and it was so hard to tell. It looked like from our vantage point that Reed would make the catch. You can clearly see from the replay and that first base camera that it bounced. But everyone was retreating because I don't necessarily think...
Box, fortunately not able to really use the stick early in this tournament, as he, speaking of using the stick, flies one out to left centre. So Overlack pulling that one in, Kennedy tagging up and scoring the first run of the game for New South Wales. Nadai, again, not able to really use the stick effectively in game 1, but able to score a run here early in game 2.
Yeah, dropped into the 5 spot on the lineup for this second game. Comes up in an RBI spot. Look, drives a man in, and for New South Wales to play from in front early will be important.
Baseball club. So his first pitch, starts swinging. Flight out to Lachlan Vella for a 1 pitch, 1 swing, 1 out.
like to see that type of demeanor from a young pitcher.
There, Gardner. Grounds one. Hard up the middle of the field. Clark swallows it up, makes a play to Ashton Kennedy at first. Really is an old school way of pitching, of just, I'm going to throw you strikes and you're just going to have to figure it out.
Well, and it's been solid contact from Queensland. I mean, we've seen a lot of hard hit balls, but this is a New South Wales team that's full of talent. They're pretty young as far as an
confidence that Puckett's throwing with here. It's hard to beat a pitcher that just knows he's going to throw well. Vela tracking that one in, unable to pull it in. He goes into foul territory.
Made a great sliding catch.
Puckett striking out another one. That's his 4th strikeout on the day. Duncliffe. Oh! Duncliffe grounding one up the middle. Grupel are able to pull it in. Get it over to Ashton Kennedy fast enough. Get the call there at first. Keeps the no-hitter around. How much was that? Sorry.
No such thing as a commentator curse, Grady. We talked about that earlier. There's no way for the audience to know what's happening if you don't tell them.
Yes, true. Very true.
Nothing drives me crazier than not talking about a no-hitter. These Queensland hitters know that he's going to continue to throw strikes. They try and swing at the first one.
Harris able to move out front for an excellent catcher's move. Fire one down the first baseline to Ashton Kennedy and get read out on the hop. Excellent move there. Harris.
Crafty, wasn't it? Really well defended. Put himself in a great position. Didn't have to worry about the base runner.
Borderline bunt defense there. You don't drill that all that often, and yet when it comes out, it's some of the most important plays of the game. New South Wales defense really showing out here in their second game of the tournament. As Kittle flies one out to Lachlan Vella again, who's really been getting his money's worth here in the second game of the tournament for him. Tracks another one in. We will go to the bottom of the 4th here at Blacktown. New South Wales still up on Queensland, 1-0. Team likely take another one here. Never mind. I'll eat my words as quickly as they got out. Nadai lining one out to left field. Pulls up at first. Easy single.
Well, we could see it from the first time he stepped to the plate this morning in New South Wales' earlier game against WA. He's out for base hits. He's out for an MVP award in this tournament, so don't expect him to take any 3-1 pitches. There he gets his first base hit. Did have an RBI and a sac fly earlier today, but the pitching and not just hammering the strike zone.
Teachman flying one out to deep center field. Mason Malcolm pulling that one in on the relay. Unable to get anyone. We keep runners at corners there. Gardner not able to get a run. We check for the tag up. Oh! And he's called out. Wilfred not tagging up there on a deep fly ball to center field, getting himself out there. And that, I got with a long look. Harway slapping one the other way to Vella again. Able to track it down to finally get the 3rd out of the inning.
Second out. They all leave the field. Cesar Gardner tags up from first to second. Chaos ensues and a hit by pitch here to begin this last of the 5th inning.
Oh, that is not a good looking hit by pitch either. That came off his helmet with a lot of force there. Almost bounced itself all its way into the Queensland dugout there.
Oh. I think they may check on Lincoln Gruppelar here. He looks to be okay, and he came up bouncing with a smile on his face.
Oh, Nadai with an excellent backhanded scoop. Throwing it over to Ashton Kennedy to get a first out.
Oh, forget about MVP of the tournament. Josh Nadai wants to win the Golden Glove Award. This is a heck of a play for the New South Wales third baseman. Going to his right on a tough hop. Snares it, steps and throws. Manny Machado-esque from third base. That's a heck of a play from Josh Nadai. And we talked about the fact earlier today that he probably would have already made his Australian Baseball League debut had he not gotten hurt in an exhibition game. They've got a pretty good one, the Blues.
Plate today for either team. Lane finds a hole between third and short. Gets it out to Reed in left field. Pulls up stumps at first. Speed threat, Christian Lane. Are we likely to see him moving around, or are we going to play station-to-station baseball here?
Interesting to see how New South Wales plays this. If they are able to push a second run across in this inning, it would be huge. Give Puckett a little bit of breathing room in the top of the...
Haven't had as good luck today with the stick. So we've had a couple strikeouts and a handful of flyouts.
This is sort of what I was talking about before. I think Queensland are confident enough that whoever's in front of them.
Trainer lining one up straight through the middle there. Almost hitting Hardy as it goes through. Drives itself out to Overlack. Get a bit of double coverage there between the pivots. Does move Nadai over to second base. It's Trainer on first. We'll see Campbell Harris stepping up to the plate. Catch for New South Wales. Is that an Isaac Cuthbert out there being the bat boy? I believe it is. Shout out to Isaac Cuthbert. You keep going there, big guy.
It's like Fletcher Willard will...
Now you want to talk about a player of the game kind of line. That is it. Lachlan Reed. Chip shotting one out to Christian Lane. That is the first out of the inning for Kobe Cuthbert.
Look, it's day one, at least as far as the under-18s are concerned. We may have seen the pitching performance of the tournament, particularly if New South Wales are able to hang on and Cuthbert's able to close things out here in the seventh inning. It's incredible to watch.
If it is too little too late for Queensland, as they are running out of, forget outs, they are running out of strikes here. As Cuthbert blows one past Kittle through the butt. Wilford flies one out to Mason Malcoon. Is he going to pitch a 10? Yes, he is. Takes one on the run, and that will do it from Diamond 1. A blisteringly paced game from New South Wales and Queensland. A beautiful pair of pitching performances from both of the starters, each of them going at least 4 2/3. Only one earned run in the game here, as New South Wales were able to take it from Queensland 1-0.
A day that started early for New South Wales. They would have been at the ballpark at 8 o'clock this morning. A difficult first loss earlier today against WA, but Riley Puckett setting the pace early. His 6 innings of 2-hit baseball. Josh
4 times, so getting on base at a 4.29 clip, and he flies out to Mason Mount in 1 against WA. And on the ground, up delivers the 1-2 pitch outside corner. That one ripped up the middle. Gets aboard. First hit of the ball game from either side. Hit that ball hard, straight back up the middle, ricocheted, and enough time for Frank Clark to adjust his direction. One line to the shortstop, Triple R. He happily accepts it above his head for the second out. Diamond 3 at the moment. Consolation game, outside corner. That one ripped out. Tamura tries to get it on the backhand. Can't knock it down. Picks himself up a base hit. Don't necessarily want to go into playoff baseball coming off a loss. 5-0 here, South Australia in the third. Top of the zone, yeah, strike 3. Single. One lifted left side, Gripple back, but in comes the man we were mentioning earlier, Christian Lane. One to the left side, tough play, and he gets through the legs of Tyler Green at third. And a hit. Gripple lifts that side, that left side, and that's going to drop in front of first team since New South Wales 2012 to take both titles. And one lifted left side. Christian Lane moves underneath it, sets up camp. Down and fielded by Vella at third. He applies the tag. He'll get Kenny Golding. New South Wales get it. Ooh. An offline throw by the Halford with it and lifts it over the shortstop. Nesbitt trying to get vertical, but he was nowhere near it. And that'll roll into centre field. Oliphant coming in, he's going to throw a head. That one ripped up the line into left field. It's going to be a long run out there for Edwards, who's come in this game as the injury replacement for Samakawa. Third run crosses for New South Wales. That Trainer with the double. Lenny Golding on the ground over to Lachlan Vella. Comes up firing and going to be Puckett. Another ground ball. It's 2 now on the 5-3 connection. Vella to Cuthbert.
And Luke, just some schedule changes that have come through from tournament.
Sitting around for too long. Right side. Back for it. There's Matt Trainer. And Tyson Edwards with the
fourth place finish, largely due to their pitching at the under-18s.
Spin move out in left field by Christian Lane, and he camps underneath it. Mason Malcoon with a pair of knocks down in the 9-hole. We love to see the second leadoff spot getting the job done, handing the baton over to the actual leadoff with Matt Trainer. New South Wales Trainer with another RBI base hit.
Just the lengthy innings, the tough at-bats that this team continues to put in. It's just demoralizing for an opposing pitcher, the opposing defense. You talked about it. There's just no easy out.
It's just a strikeout of Lincoln Gruppala. West Australia might be thinking about another pitching change. So haven't quite got the answers here.
Is a right-hander up and warming for WA to the left field line.
That's a bunt. Look at Lachlan Vella fly all the way from third base as his toughest player today, and he makes it look easy. Riley Oliphant didn't stand a chance trying to sneak down a bunt. Players are still coming out. That one ripped up the line at the 3-hit day for Mason Malcoon. That's going to score 1 with Frank Clark coming around. Gruppala is going to hold at second. And Mason Malcoon says, show me the man. Board already here, and they are at that 8-run margin. Slaps it, left field, and he's going to drive in just the 1 run. Phil Hemmer throws up the double stop sign on Matt Trainer at first. And second is Kobe Cuthbert, and Nadai finally finds terra firma. Cuthbert comes around third. He's going to stand up. Nadai straight off his bag. Ball comes back in the infield. And Josh Nadai. Side they've scored 12 runs, they've only left 8 on. And a strikeout to finish it. 6 shutout.
Yeah, the amount of facilities that have gone up for all sports in the last 4 or 5 years here in Blacktown is a positive. It shows that the New South Wales government and the council in Blacktown really are prioritizing this piece of land for sport. games this afternoon in Blacktown as New South Wales and WA play for gold. And the 0-2 coming to McNeil. Half swing, got him.
That's what we'll play.
1-1, no bunt, and a bouncing ball, base hit right side. Trainer's going to round third. He will score with ease. Who needs the bunt? Kobe Cuthbert, only his second base hit against Western Australia, but his third RBI. 8th all up in the tournament, and New South Wales lead it in the home half of the first.
And that's the effectiveness of Schoenbart early in the count. They brought Caleb Scorer in, and then Kobe Cuthbert gets the bounce off the just in front of the plate, too high for Scorer, who, if he's playing...
5-pitch inning. 2-2 on the ground, left side, base hit. It'll score at least one. What do they do with Lane? They hold him at third base. But Kobe Cuthbert comes home to score, injected into the lineup in a gold medal game. And Talon Cabell comes through, third RBI of the tournament, third run for New South Wales in the first.
The shortstop Nesbitt.
Early leads are paramount in tournament baseball. 2-2, way down and missed. 1-2. Sky to the right, it'll send McNeil back. He's on the run, it's over his head. It'll be extra bases for Talon Cabell. Frank Clark's off to the races. The throw home, not in time. Injected into the starting lineup and has injected life into New South Wales. Their first extra base hit of the day. And the lead is now 6-0 in the bottom of the fifth. The half an hour of a fire alarm going off wasn't ideal baseball conditions.
Did ask the question at the start.
1-2, swung on and missed.
Pretty good performance, that one.
2-1, hammered hard, deep to left. Edwards looking up. That ball is gone.
And that's the second man in our conversation for the batting title. And I think with that swing, he probably wins it. Not just for New South Wales here, but you'd expect it to maybe get the Golden Bat Award. Lockie Vella. I mentioned that his home runs hadn't come here on the big diamond. He hit one at Campbelltown, a couple at Campbelltown rather, and one out on Diamond 3, and he finally leaves the yard here at Blacktown. And it's a 7th run on the ball game for New South Wales, and they have one hand on the trophy. He's pumped up, jumping around first base.
The exclamation point on what will likely be a gold medal for New South Wales and Lachlan Vella. And he's going to run Elliot Giddings, the WA pitcher, in the process. Absolute scenes for the young men in blue, as it has been all week. Lachlan Vella. Bickle, it has been some sort of staff performance for New South Wales. The 0-2 called.
Cheering on blue and white.
2-1, popped him up. Cabell over to get it. 16s last year, 18s today. New South Wales, national champions again.
It's the house that single built. They did it with the single. 4 long balls by Lachlan Vella and a couple of doubles thrown in there. But the offense of this New South Wales team certainly came to the fore in the last couple of days. And the pitching, well, the pitching has been extraordinary. A great start by Ethan Bickle. Damien Wilson just as dominant out of the mound, and Wilson was in the pen when the fire alarm started. Didn't know when he was coming in. And then Ashton Kennedy gets a pair of strikeouts. Talon Cabell, who makes the catch to finish the game. And New South Wales are your under-18 Australian Youth Champions for 2025.
Mentioned early in the broadcast, facing this New South Wales team with the amount of singles that they put on you coming into today. 91% of their 67 hits were singles. Today was no different. And it was an absolute slugfest for them against Victoria in the opening day of the finals. After just sneaking in.
The boys have rushed back into the dugout. They're going to get the big Gatorade dump on Coach Phil Hammer. Sorry, mate, didn't mean to cut you off.
Was just going to say it was a slugfest in the opening round of that semifinal, but back-to-back shutouts as Phil Hemmer gets the Gatorade bath just to the right-hand side of home plate. But back-to-back shutouts against WA yesterday, a 12-0 win, and a dazzling individual pitching performance, but great team pitching. And more of that New South Wales offensive philosophy for a 7-0 win in the gold medal game. As Luke talked about, we will have the presentation for you. New South Wales will get their gold. WA, the silver medalists for 2025. South Australia will receive their bronze as well. You can stay tuned right here on Baseball.
Team, they lift the Jim Brown Trophy and they take out the national championship. They take the quadrilla in the awards. Lockie Villa, the golden bat. Riley Puckett, the golden arm. Lincoln Gruppler, the golden glove. And a name that we weren't really talking about, but Matthew Traynor taking out MVP for 2025. Congratulations to New South Wales, Phil Hemmer and his team.
I'm here with Riley after the New South Wales win. What allowed you to maintain control out there on the mound?
Just the run support button from the boys, like lots of off-speed pitches, not attacking with fastballs, just attacking with off-speed. And the boys like went crazy with the bats today. Like, it was ridiculous. So easy to pitch behind.
Did seeing those runs scored around you give you the confidence to keep going?
100%, like 100%. It's so easy to pitch behind for 15 runs of support. Like, yeah.
And what pitch was really working for you today?
Curveball and the cutter, like perfect.
So I'm here with Lockie after the New South Wales win. What was your approach at the plate today?
Approach today was definitely just to back up our pitches, to come off the back of playing these guys yesterday with Puckett dealing as well as he did. Plan was just the same, to let our pitchers do work and back them up with the bats. So definitely with runners on today, I was just ready to punch the ball, try and square it up well. And in that last at bat, I turned to Christian Lane and I said to him, "This is my last under 18s at bat," and I torched one over the fence. So can't ask for a better win. Bickle dealt so well, and then to deal with the fly delay, Damo to come on and shut him down, and then for bottom age kid Ashton Keeney to come out here and throw fuego, can't complain, and we got the ship. So.
And what does this mean to you?
It means everything, you know. I mean, I can now say I've completed the set, got the under 16s gold medal, got the under 18s gold medal, and I'm happy all around. Just happy to celebrate with a good bunch of guys, and grateful to our coaching staff too.
So I'm here with Ethan. What gave you the confidence to be able to pitch as well as you did today?
Just knowing the offense that we have right now is on fire, and they definitely did the job today. I knew they would back me up, and our field was just outstanding all tournament. Barely any errors all week, and it's just great to pitch behind them.
Did you change your routine at all for such a big game, or did you stick to your normal?
Stuck to my routine. It's been going well all week, and yeah, a lot of nerves, but just stayed the same. Try to stay as calm as possible and try to get the job done for the boys.
I'm here with Damien. How are you able to overcome the obstacle of the delay and then come in and pitch as well as you did?
To be honest, it wasn't really ideal. I mean, I was halfway through a bullpen and then we had the fire alarm. But a big part of that's having the boys behind you, keeping you up, making sure that you got water, making sure that you've done your pliers, making sure that your shoes are done up. Yeah.
And how are you feeling out there on the mound? What was working for you?
Most of my pitches were working. Two seamers would be hit and miss. But overall, I thought it pretty good. All the pitches were good. Arm felt good. Team banging home at the end.
So I'm here with Christian from New South Wales. What was your team's game plan going into today?
So our team's game plan today was basically just attack the strike zone from a pitching point of view, let the field behind them do the work, and from an offensive point of view, put the ball in play as much as possible, make WA make the plays and get on base.
And what was your personal approach to the plate today?
My personal approach, see a few pitches, have some long at-bats, which I think I managed to do, and put the ball in play as much as I could and make them work.